Hey, good afternoon, traders. I thought I'd take a minute to go over some of the altcoins that I am looking at right now. Yes, altcoins. Can you believe it? Not just Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I have actually been posting lately some alerts on trades I've been making, especially Ripple. You guys all know about that. We'll talk about that in this video. And you probably, if you've been following me, saw my post on Solana and Algo. So some of these we're going to review real quickly in this video. But first, some housekeeping. I posted last night. You guys saw that, the way I have been tracking my $10,000 portfolio challenge. This is the challenge where we're trying to turn $10,000 into $100,000 up to $1 million in 5 years. The goal is at least $100,000. We should be able to do that. Possibly, especially in the crypto world, it's very possible to turn $10,000 into $1 million. All right. So I've been tracking this on this spreadsheet, and it's kind of an antiquated way of tracking trades. And plus, it takes me a lot of time. It's kind of tedious to enter this data. So I've come up with a new way to display my portfolio publicly using drop tabs. Before I jump over there, just want to take a look here at the last 6 trades we've made. And guys, we've done well. If you followed me on these trades, 6 wins in a row, one for 40%, one for 30%, and another for 40%. And then we've got some smaller ones here for 15%, 13%, and a small win at 2%. But they're all wins, guys. So congratulations to those of you who followed me in these trades. All right, so we're going to get rid of this spreadsheet, and I'm going to pull up here another tab. Give me just 1 second to do that. And this is our drop tabs portfolio. So last night I posted that the new way I will be displaying my information, my trading information for you all to track is through drop tabs, which allows you, and the follow button is not here right now because I'm currently logged in, but normally if I'm not logged in, you will see on this public facing portfolio a little button up here somewhere, a blue button that says follow. So you want to follow me, and doing that will allow you another way to get those trade alerts. All right, so you can get trade alerts from me through Substack, and you can load the app on your phone. That's probably the best way to get instant notifications, because you get those little push notifications. Apple and Android is supported. But I believe if you follow me here, and don't quote me on this, I just signed up for this last night, so I don't know much about it other than that it's awesome at giving information regarding my portfolio to you all. But I believe it will alert every time I make a trade on this immediately to whatever email you sign up with. All right. In addition, you can see here, you can see the balance. We start with $10,000. We're at $10,788. It shows you what positions I'm currently holding. It shows you the category of those positions. It shows you when I entered the trade, how much profit I'm currently in. If I've sold any of these cryptos, it'll show you the recent transactions, if I profited or lost. All the information is here basically, guys. In addition, in the notes here, I have a little section that points you to the old tracking spreadsheet if you want that. Actually, I just thought of it. I can probably enter all those transactions here in this portfolio so you all have it in one space. I'll just have to work on that. Give me a little bit to do that. All right. Now let's talk about some of the altcoins that I have on my list here. We'll start with Bitcoin. All right. So you guys know that Bitcoin, I was in Bitcoin from 20,000. Probably hear my dog barking. He barks at this time every day for whatever reason. I think it's the mailman. And so we were in from 20,000, and I unloaded half around, I believe it was 27,000. I'll have to check that spreadsheet real quick. But anyways, it was up into this resistance area. We were getting close there. It was almost 28,000. I unloaded 50% there for good profit. And then I waited because I wanted to see if we would actually venture up into that orange area and really test that. And it took a couple days and we did not. We spiked once and then the Fed meeting was coming out and I decided to unload the rest of my profits, sold the remaining 50% for 28,500, somewhere right up in this area. And I felt that was a good decision. Sure enough, it was. After the Fed announcement, we went way down. And then now we're back up again. We're testing this orange area. That's okay with me. I'm in no hurry to re-enter. What I really am looking for is for us to retest this neckline down here. I'd like to see us get to the 25,200 area again before I'm really tempted to re-enter back into Bitcoin. Could it take off? Yeah, it could. I mean, anything's possible, but the most probable scenario is that it doesn't just pass right through this area of resistance. If I take a look at history here, and let me just get rid of some of this scribbling first and zoom out, you can see this area has provided support or resistance for us since all the way back here in January of 2021, actually even December. All right, that was support, support again, then Luna crashed and we broke big. And so that tells you how significant that whole area is for either support or resistance. Now we are on the resistance side of it because we are on the underside of it. So it's going to take the bulls a lot of work to dig through that. I don't expect that we will just pass right through that. And that's why I am in no hurry to enter this trade again. There are much better opportunities out there. Ethereum is kind of following the path of Bitcoin. And you can see here I have a cup and handle pattern drawn. The reason I didn't sell Ethereum is because see this neckline here, guys, we just had not broken back below the neckline. All right, and so until we break back below, this pattern still is in the process of playing out, and that means we're going to 22 to 24,000. All right, unless we come back down and drop below that neckline and then confirm on the daily, this pattern is still in the process of playing out. So I hold on Ethereum, and I still am in Ethereum. All right, another altcoin, larger cap altcoin that I have been trading, you guys know this, is XRP, Ripple. All right, so here we bought at 36 cents, right at the bottom of this triangle. I anticipated that it would bounce from there, and sure enough, it did. All right, so then the first place we sold was at 42 cents. I unloaded 50% of my XRP right there, and that gave me a good 15% profit. All right, I held the remaining 50% to see what would happen. I was lucky enough to sell the rest at 49 cents, which is just above this resistance line. So I sold almost at the top of the spike there. All right, and that gave me, for the remaining XRP, that's not what I wanted. Actually, I take that back. So I was in this trade at 48 cents from way back here. So that gave me just above break even. That was that 2% profit that you guys saw on the spreadsheet, because I bought this way back here at around 48 cents, and I was lucky enough to sell it for 49 cents yesterday. All right, so then what I was waiting for, guys, on this is to re-enter the trade back in the re-entry area. I was expecting or anticipating us to come back down into this whole area here, and of course we did. All right, so dollar cost averaging in, I bought first another 50% of my designated allotment at 44 cents, and the remaining 50% at 42 cents. So my average cost for that trade is 43 cents-ish, somewhere around there. Right now I'm in the profit. All right, I'm not going to sell until we hit this 48 cents again. I will unload 50% there. I have to be careful here. This on a logarithmic view is resistance from way back. over 700 days ago. You can't see any resistance there. That's because I'm not in the log mode. Let me put it in log mode and I'll show you the points of contact. We have one right there. And so I'm not quite sure how much resistance that will provide me, but really what I might do is sell another 25% once we hit 50 cents. All right, then the remaining 25% I'll let ride out all the way up into this area here at 58 cents. All right, at which point I will have unloaded 100% of my designated allotment for Ripple at that point, and I'm waiting for us to come back down to either 50 cents or even 48 cents before I re-enter. All right, this will be the new re-entry zone. All right, so you guys see how I do this? This is how you compound the resources that you have available to you to get the most efficient way of making profit. You draw these levels out, and once we hit them, just be disciplined and sell and wait for us to come back down. You can see it worked out for me here in this re-entry area, and I've posted before this happened, so you guys can see I am anticipating this before it happens, and then it plays out, and I'm able to look like a boss in making these trades, like I actually know what I'm doing. Well, I actually do know what I'm doing a little bit. The bear market has humbled me, but we are doing well and ramping back up here again, guys. Okay, so outside of those three, what are the other ones? Well, I've posted about Solana. We have a cup and handle pattern here. What am I waiting for? Waiting for a break above this neckline. You can see that the 50-day and 200-day and the neckline all coincide here, making a big area of confluence, which is acting as resistance. The bulls have a lot of work to get through that. Once they do break through that, we're going all the way up here to $45 on Solana, guys. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I will not enter until I see a break and confirmation above that neckline. Algo is another one that I've posted about. All right, we are in this descending bullish wedge. We've been in this for over 2 years, 2.5 years. What is that? 365 plus 365. Yeah, about 2 years. And at least the bottom side has been. And a break above this is going to be hugely bullish. Now, we'll say this. We have the 50-day and the 200-day above us. So that is going to provide resistance. But I will enter on this particular trade before we get there. Here's why. This level right here, 22.7 cents, is resistance. So if we can break above that, that's where I enter. Now, we broke above it yesterday. Why did I not send out a trade alert? Well, at that point, the Fed had not made their announcement yet. I knew this market was going to be extremely volatile until and after the Fed made their announcement. So I waited. And sure enough, we came back down. As you guys know, I like to see confirmation on the daily before I make my entries. If I'm in a hurry, I'll look to the 4-hour for a confirmation candle on the 4-hour chart. We can even jump there right now. And you can see we have confirmation on the 4-hour that we're above this descending wedge. But I'm not in any hurry. I've been taking it slow during this bear market so I can cut my losses down. And I'd like to see a confirmation, a break above 22.7 cents before I look to make any sort of entry. All right, Cardano is the next one. Inverse head and shoulders pattern. What am I waiting for? If you're more aggressive, you could probably start to make entry here. I definitely would not put in 100% allotment. I just realized I'm not in full screen mode. Sorry about that, guys. Let me kick us into full screen mode. That way you can see this better. And the video is nearly 75% over. And I just kicked us into full screen. I'm still going to put this out. I don't feel like doing it over. Hopefully you all can see what I've been talking about. All right, so on Cardano, we have beat the 50-day and 200-day moving average. That is a good sign. More aggressive traders might want to start dollar cost averaging in here, anticipating this inverse head and shoulders pattern plays out. If it does play out, we are going to 63 cents. What I'm waiting for is a break above this neckline as well as a break above this level of resistance at 42.7 cents. All right, that's what I will wait for a safer trade. However, if you're more aggressive and depending your risk tolerance, you could start actually entering here. Ape is another one I'm looking at. Not real keen on this one, only because we're below the 200-day and the 50-day, which looks like it's forming a bearish cross. However, I do like the bullish descending wedge. And should we break above this $4.22, that significant level of resistance, then I start to become anticipating good things for this. But again, I'm not real keen on this particular trade. I just kind of have it up here to watch and observe, and if I see something else to add to the indicators that it's going to play out and up, I will let you know, and I will trade into this and look for that trade alert. Audio, another descending bullish wedge. A good thing about this is we have beat this level at 21.28 cents. We beat this level, actually we're above that, and using it as support at 27.61 cents. We're above the 200-day. We're fighting with the 50-day, and the top of this descending wedges resistance right now. So that's an area of confluence the bulls are currently fighting with. If we break above that, I think we go all the way to 40 cents. All right, so that is some good profit from our current level. That is about 40% profit, guys. And that is why this one is on my radar. All right, again, entry is not made till we break above that wedge. Little Litecoin has been doing well as of late. Now, it was really causing me some concern down here at $40. I remember trading Litecoin for $40 6 years ago at 2017. I remember it being at that price. So this rusty brown line, this level, that is a major support level that we really have not broken below. We broke below a little bit here. Whoops, I don't have my pen. And then we came back above it. So it did not last much more than a week, and then we broke back above it. But you can see if I zoom out here, this line has been intact for support since 2017. So it's a major level, and that's why this Bitcoin chart is up here on my watch list. Really, though, I will not trade into this unless we come back down and either test that 200-day or this level at $63. I'd like to see us somewhere down in this area for an entry, a good entry price. A little bit too hot right now. Even the RSI is at 58. I like to trade with a good setup and the RSI corresponding at around 50. All right, Matic has been doing well, of course, with Disney acquisition or partnership, and it's only been trending up even in this bear market. We have a big accumulation period here. This thing is ready to take off because of that accumulation period. We're over the 200-day and we're over this trend line. A good entry would be back in the 200-day or that trend line. So look for that. If we drop down there, I'm a buyer. And Doggy Coin, how much time do we have? 1 minute. Doggy Coin is in this long-standing 2-year triangle. What I want to see is a break above 200-day, 50-day, and this level here, and then also a break above this top of the descending wedge. All right, I will not enter till we're up here. Nevertheless, I have it on my radar. The bulls got a lot of work for them, but we know with Dogecoin, the price can really move. Dogecoin, whatever you want to call it. Just need Elon to pop on Twitter here and, you know, put a rocket ship or something emoji, and that's all it will take. All right, guys. Those are my altcoins. I can share this list here if you're interested. I'll share it on the video in the description, etc., etc. Hope you all have a good day and happy trading. Peace, y'all.